The Associated Press is reporting that Walmart will cut health insurance coverage for employees who work less than 30 hours a week. So that means that 30,000 part-time workers won't have coverage. They're also, quote, raising premiums for all full-time workers. Now, when people hear this, some people will immediately go into defend Walmart mode. I'm thinking specifically about libertarians and conservatives. I remember, who is it? Peter Schiff, who's a guy who every once in a while I agree with him. But he said he did this ridiculous defend Walmart segment where he asked if the price of a good went up X amount of money, would you still pay for it? And he was doing it in a Walmart parking lot. And the idea of the video was, see, stupid liberals raising the minimum wage is dumb. Gotcha! Now, of course, we actually did the math and calculated the numbers, and the amount of money that he wanted people to pay extra would not be the amount of money they would actually pay extra if they raised the minimum wage. But this is the kind of mindset I'm talking about. Some people will hear this and they go, well, that's just the free market, and people are just doing, it's their own decision, it's their private company, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, it's none of our business. If they want to cut 30,000 workers' health insurance, it is what it is, man, and who are we to criticize them? Yeah. Wrong! No, we absolutely should criticize them because they're doing this while every single year U.S. taxpayers cut a welfare check to them for billions of dollars. Quote, the $7.8 billion Walmart check includes an estimated $6.2 billion in public assistance for low-wage Walmart employees, including programs like food stamps, subsidized housing, and Medicaid. It also includes an estimated $70 million per year in economic development subsidies from state and legal governments eager to host Walmart in their cities. So, what should the government do in response to Walmart doing this? Well, I think it's very simple. You actually, unfortunately, can't cut the $7.8 billion that Walmart gets because, like I just described, a lot of that simply goes in terms of giving their workers Medicaid and food stamps and subsidized housing and stuff like that. So you really can't attack them from that angle, but here's what you certainly can do. You can, what's the difference here? $7.8 billion they get in total. $6.2 billion of that is for the things I named. So over $1 billion in pure subsidies they get. So what I would do is pass a law that bans any startup subsidies that they get from localities and states. Okay? Banned. Forget it. Illegal now. Can't do it. And also, I would take away that $1 billion plus subsidy that they get from the federal government. Oh, you want to be assholes? You want to cut 30,000 workers' health insurance? You want to raise the premiums when you don't have to do it, by the way. You know, this isn't, hey, we're just responding to normal market forces. Bullshit! They make so much money in profit and they give back nothing to the workers. So what you do is you mandate that they pick up the slack. And the biggest thing you could do to give a giant fuck you to Walmart for being basically the biggest socialized private company in the country is you raise the minimum wage. You have to make the minimum wage a living wage. And then guess what happens? Conservatives should love this. You shrink the size of government tremendously. You shrink it tremendously. Because what happens? When you raise the minimum wage, you're forcing that the business pays their workers a living wage. And then the workers no longer have to go to Medicaid and food stamps and other social safety net programs. So you can cut those programs. This is just logic. It's common sense. But it's amazing that, I mean, Walmart really is the worst, man, because all the Walmart hatred is totally justified. It's totally legitimate because, again, even conservatives and lovers of capitalism should agree with the liberals on this because if you actually believe in free market capitalism, the laissez-faire system, rugged individualism, well, guess what? They're the biggest socialized company in America. Well, maybe next to ExxonMobil. We'd have to calculate all the numbers, but Walmart probably beats ExxonMobil because so much of their money is taxpayer funded. We're giving them subsidies and we're subsidizing their workers, and why should we have to do that? Why should the government have to pick up the slack when the people who work for them are working and they're being productive? No, you mandate a living wage and you take away their subsidies to get them back for this nonsense. And oh yeah, final thing I'll mention here is we shouldn't even have a system where people have to rely on their companies to give them health insurance or health care. No, we should also have a Medicare for all system, but that's a no-brainer, and that's another rant for another day.